Hi, I'm Stephen Bull, and brand new for 2017 is Boston Whaler's 230 Outrage, and it replaces the 220, and there's a couple key features, some really nice elements that we'll show you. But first, let's see what this upgraded power, the 350 Merc, can do. So we're now doing about 25 miles an hour. Now granted, there's no whitecaps, there's no hurricanes, but this is not a smooth lake. This is a bumpy ocean, and I feel super secure. You should hang on, I'm just trying to prove a point. Now, when you sit down up here, you have this double wide, high back, comfortable seating in front of the console. And also on all of the Outrage models for 2017, they have what they're calling the Knotch Seating. And we'll see it better at the dock, but it means it's pushed the beam out a little bit on this bow lounge, giving you a little more space for the whole family. And actually, I could really get used to this whole having a captain drive. This is how you test a boat.
Base power is 225 horsepower, but with the 350 horsepower Mercury Verado, the top speed is 54 miles per hour. And it'll cruise nicely anywhere between 27 and 34 miles per hour. Getting to that cruise speed takes about 10 seconds, but getting on plane is less than 6 seconds.
One of the best things about running a Boston Whaler is how quiet it is. Now overall, there's a lot of great construction, but the main thing I think is the foam filling. Basically think of two hulls squished together. Instead of any air pockets in between, it's all foam. So slamming through those waves, you don't hear nothing.
But you get smooth and solid handling, plus that excellent performance from the Mercury, which is why I'm seeing so many more of these in saltwater year after year. But performance is one thing, another is what you'll find on board.
Some of the big features, you have an insulated storage, could be a cooler. Now if you're tempted to think that might be for fish, don't worry, you have two fish boxes, port and starboard, further aft. Now I mentioned the Knotch Seating earlier. This is what I'm talking about. You can see it's a couple inches wider on each side, pushing the beam of the bow out. Now, a couple inches doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have that much more seating combined, you have that much more room. And now, instead of it being sort of a secondary bench seating area, this will be prime real estate. Now, as tested, we have the optional hardtop, but the 230 Outrage, you can have this hardtop, you can have a T-top, or you can have no top. If you have the T-top or hardtop, you have the optional forward sunshade, which hooks into these hooks here, covers you, gives you some reprieve from the sun, and the posts go right here. Now, you don't have the sunshade in, these are rod holders. And obviously you'd like to fish if you have this boat. You got rod holders here, you have rod holders down either side of the boat, you have rocket launchers at the back of the hardtop, and outriggers.
There's more storage, including for more rods, as you wander the cockpit. In-floor compartments, live well, and a roomy head within the console. The captain's chair / leaning post, thanks to the bolster, has a table attached to the backrest, which also flips down to be a rear-facing seat.
Yeah, it's solid. Now, a lot of people have it in their minds that a big center console fishing boat doesn't have enough seats. Well, somebody forgot to tell the engineering department at Whaler, because with that flip down, with the Knotch Seating at the bow, this truly can be a family cruiser. And put it all away, tons of room to work and fish. Nice job.
The Helm is kitted out as fully as you'd expect on a Boston Whaler and features rocker switches behind the stainless steering wheel and dual Raymarine hybrid touch units, which are handy because out on the water is where the 230 Outrage belongs. Now, it's not cheap, which is the biggest knock against it, but Boston Whaler isn't trying to be the budget boat for the everyman. And if your budget can afford it, this is a serious fishing, family, and fun machine worth checking out.